All right, welcome back. Okay, I think I got it more adjusted. Well, we shall see. We shall see. All right, again, thank you for your patience while I do this, because I am learning. All right, take your cereal box, and then you just want to open it up. And the grandbabies haven't been over as much, so I don't have as many cereal boxes as I used to have. Because I actually do use cereal boxes a lot, especially for mixed media tags. So then what we're going to do is, and there, just to let you guys know, like if my tutorial is driving you nuts and you're like, I just can't handle this chick, go look for, there's a million tutorials, and just Google up curved spines, and you will find so many wonderful people that have different tutorials, different techniques. I've kind of looked at all of them, and so you know, I get it. So and they might be better at teaching how you would learn, because I know we all learn at different, like just differently. So I'm not offended. I think you should go where you should go to learn and have fun. So all I do is I open up the cereal box, okay? And I had seen another lady do this, and I thought, well, this is brilliant. So then you're just going to mark, because we want it on our paper, and I'm just taking it straight down to this line that it already has. Then we want to make sure, where is my ruler, that we're going to be lined up. And my desk, so where my desk is actually at, I have like this big, it's one of those collapsible tables, and right down the middle is where I attempt to create. So yeah, so we just want to make sure that we're going straight across over here, and we have it up on there, and we have it over here. And I want to make sure I'm on this line right here. So see, believe it or not, I really do measure things. I'm not a fan of it, but I do it. Okay, so then you just basically, you're going to cut it. And I can see that this is already not at the same level. It's off a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Put that on. And I am now just going to take my ruler. I'm going to cut it. I will show you on this one cut, but then I'm going to pause because I get it that that's super, super boring. So that is what we're going to do, is just cut it and get rid of all of these ends. Sound good? See you on the flip side. All right, welcome back. Okay, so basically, as you can see, I have just cut all of this down. Again, I'm not super, super precise. Then all I did is I went in and I went into the middle of this. So we do want to make sure that I'm getting into my middle. I do have this little middle exactor thing, but I want to make sure that it really is in the middle, because what we're going to do is we're not making that wide of a spine. And because I'm not doing that wide of a spine, I want to make sure I'm getting down into the middle of this. And so I'm also using my mat. And so let me see here. If that just doesn't feel exact to me. So we want little line, little line. So it's pretty close. So what we're going to do then is you can use your X-Acto knife, or you can use your paper trimmer. I tend to like my trimmer because I have that wire on there. And I'm going to go on just the inside of that line. I'm so looking forward to, I haven't had new glasses in a couple of years. And so I am literally like blinder than a bat. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this, which will then give us a, should be pretty close, will give us a 2.5-inch spine. So if you don't want a 2.5-inch spine, which I haven't tied, let's see what this will take us over to. I might like that better. Don't want to make a big old chunky monkey. So that's like 1 3/4. I think I'm going to do that, and that is also going to reinforce. So, wow, I have, oh, it's my, I'm like, where did I get bells? Oh my gosh. Welcome to my life. So it's just the thread hitting my little dish, and that's for an upcoming, I'm going to do some air dry molds. And where'd I put my cutter so I don't like hurt myself, because I'm famous for slicing off fingers, and, well, not completely off, but I do have a habit. I don't know where my lid is, so we'll put it way out of the way. But anyway, so that bowl is going to be, well, it's not cornstarch. It's the very expensive arrowroot, because I threw out all the cornstarch when my daughter was diagnosed with celiac disease. I threw all of that kind of stuff out, or I gave it away. And so, yeah, I have to use that because that just kind of helps in your molds. And so that'll be another time, another video that hopefully we'll get to today. I doubt that I will post them all today, but I will get it, because sometimes I just have to have the quiet time as well in my studio. So let's go ahead and glue this. This is also helping to reinforce. Okay, and then I just realized I forgot my material. So let's get this all backed up over here, which kind of doesn't matter because I'm going to gesso this before I add material to it. So that, come on, work with me here. You just want to make sure as much as possible that you have everything lined up. Then, just to really make sure that my spine is going to be good and sturdy, because I like to add all sorts of goodies to it, we're going to take another part of the cereal box. So basically, if you're just using other materials, you just really want to make sure that, even though I'm adding material, all of that, that you've enforced your spine as much as possible. Let's see if this side has a better edge, straighter edge to it. No. Let's get this over. Work with me here. Okay, so this is driving me nuts. Let's cut and make a straight line here so that I can then go ahead and go in here and cut, because that was making me crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I have been having the most wonderful conversations with some new friends. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and been watching. I was like, been watching, really? I was like so excited for that. Thank you. So much in common with so many of you, and what a joy it is that we can just share it. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down just a little bit and over, and I think we need to still slice down a little more. Again, this is all new. I always thought, well, I don't mind talking, so tutorials shouldn't be too hard. But the fact is that you are trying to concentrate, trying to think. Basically, it's multitasking, and, you know, yeah. I used to be so good, or so I thought, at multitasking. So we still want to take off another bit off of that. And this is what happens when you don't measure. You just keep working it down until you get the size you need. Take off little, don't take off big chunks, because then you just start over. Nothing's ever a waste. But that closes. And then this closes. Let's see, move this so you guys can see. That'll close. That'll close. Now, you can see that I have this little gap here. I'll either cut it, or actually I'm thinking this would be a great glue mark for me to add a flap on the back. So I don't know, I'll have to think about that. That's kind of how I look at things. Nothing's a mistake. It could have just, you know, been something that you can add onto your journal that'll make it even more wonderful. Just play, play, play. So now we want to just get lots of glue on there. You can use whatever glue you want. Fabri-Tac is what I generally work with. I think I'm going to try a different glue for when I'm gluing the fabric on, just see if it works. Hopefully it does, otherwise we'll be starting over. But we shall see. You could probably use even just like a watered down white glue, I would think would work for all of this. So hold on, where's my little clean thing to clean this glue off? Okay. And I do somewhere have little spreaders for my glue, but of course I don't have one right handy, do I? So I guess we won't be doing that. It'll squish all out anyway, so there we go. Okay, so now we have our spine is reinforced. Okay. Let's push it down, get it to stay where I want it to stay. Make sure that you are not going over. So while you have that moment, that's one of the reasons I like Fabri-Tac, is because it's really, really forgiving. Okay, so now we want to, you know what? I forgot an entire step, dudes. Oh my gosh. Totally forgot a step. All right, so wipe all this off. Yes, yes, because that is what happens. You are doing a curved spine, Jacqueline. Oh my goodness. Sometimes my brain, I'm telling you. All right, so basically, this is why I don't edit. I'm not going to edit is because, guess what? You make mistakes. This was one of mine. I want to do a curved spine, and I seen this lady, and I apologize to her that I don't remember your name off the top of my head. And so, if you're watching this video, make sure you speed ahead, because otherwise you too will have like this little blooper. All right, so we want all of this to dry off for a minute. So while that's drying off, you're gonna want to get your scoreboard out. Okay, and while this is drying, I'm gonna go grab some material as well.